I bow to all the seekers of truth. Yesterday, we were talking about our seeking, and the seeking is achieved or manifested by the third center, which we call as the navel center within ourselves. As I told you yesterday, there are people who are seeking joy in money, in power, in so many things like that. But ultimately they discover that it does not lie in all these gross things. But there is something beyond they have to seek. And when they reach that state, then they are called as seekers. Seekers of something higher life. Life that is beyond. And from there, the story starts. The seeking of the people does not give them the knowledge or the concept about what they are seeking. They're just a desire. It's a desire that they want to seek. But they don't know, they have no concept as to what to seek. Then they go ahead with reading, finding out here and there, and you find there are shops and shops built where they say, we sell this and we sell that. But this seeking is within yourself. The seeking has to happen within as a living process of the living force of God's love. We should understand what is living is. Living is that which we cannot do ourselves. Like we cannot transform a flower into a fruit. All such things are done, so many of them, millions and millions and billions and billions, so beautifully, so sorted out that we take everything for granted. Even we don't understand how human beings give birth to human beings alone, not to animals. Or we don't even understand how is it a pineapple will grow into a pineapple. We just take the whole nature as for granted, and we don't try to understand why we have become human beings also. Under these circumstances, a person starts seeking. And when he starts seeking through his two forces which I told you, the left and the right side, which are called as Ha and Tha nadis in the Sanskrit language, or they are called as the sun and the moon nadi, or Pingala and Ida nadi. These two channels are on the left and the right side, and they manifest within us the gross thing called the left and the right sympathetic nervous system. I also told you yesterday, I don't think if you all heard because of the bad acoustics here, but I told you that when you try to do anything through your own effort, you go onto the left or into the right. So those people who worship and say that now we are in peace, we are one with God, and that we have achieved God, now we worship God, actually are moving towards the left side. If they move towards the left side, they do not reflect at all. Whatever they are doing, they think is the correct thing. They just start moving in that line and do not try to even look back. Where are they going? What's happening to them? So this is one type of personality that develops, and people start calling them as people who have become recluses or have become people into clubs, or could be called as fanatics. The other type of fanatics are on the right-hand side, who think that they can achieve whatever they like and that they can think about it and rationalize everything. So they start rationalizing God, thinking about God, and putting their own mental picture about God and mental conceptions. But this is also not reality. Because mentally, supposing I think that Canada is like this, unless and until I come to Canada, my mental picture may not be correct. Or I might have read something wrong. How am I to know that I have done it till I come here? So in Sahaja Yoga, as we call it, we have to have a very, very open mind. We have to keep an absolutely open mind. And this open mind, like a scientist, has to see for yourself actually what reality is and should not just believe into one person or one type of idea or another type of idea. Any one of these ideas, if they had achieved any results, then we should have considered them. But so far as we know that there has been no transformation whatsoever, whatever may be the effort of man is, either he becomes a fanatic, or he becomes a recluse, or he becomes a sort of some ism he gets, or some sort of a thought that he clusters people around that, and after some time they find that the bubble is out. There's nothing, this is all lost. So under proper understanding, one has to know that we have to see the truth as it is. We cannot make the truth. Truth is what it is, and it will remain what it is. So we have to just keep ourselves open, absolutely open, to see what truth is. Now, when the seeking comes on to that level, such a person is ideal for Sahaja Yoga. Because Sahaja means, Saha means with and Ja means born. Sahaja means spontaneous yoga. Yoga means union with the divine. Also yoga means deftness, expertise. That you have to have expertise, how to use, how to maneuver the energy when you become realized, the divine energy. You must know the laws of divine energy, how it acts, how it works out. If you can know that, then what will happen? That your gradual understanding of the subject will become deeper and deeper, and you will be amazed that you will think that the whole knowledge is within your head. It is within yourself. You don't have to go anywhere. But first of all, you must be connected. As I told you yesterday, that every instrument must be connected to the mains. Unless and until it is connected, you can't even know whether it is faulty or not. Once it is connected, then you can find out whether it is faulty, or what is the purpose of this, or what is the value of this. Otherwise, any instrument which is not connected has no fulfillment. So to find out our own fulfillment, we have to be connected to the all-pervading power, which is the living power, about which I have told. Now this power exists, as you have seen, as I told you, the flowers become the fruits, is a fact. There's no doubt about it. How they become? Spontaneous. You say, how a seed sprouts? Spontaneously. You just take the seed, put it in the Mother Earth, it sprouts. Because the Mother Earth has the capacity to sprout a seed. It's the capacity of the Mother Earth that does the job. So that to say that we have done this is wrong, or you can do it is wrong. It is all in the seed, the whole map of its manifestation, and what you get is the spontaneous happening of the sprouting and then of the growth. In the same way, it happens to you. Now the higher chakra than that is the chakra of heart. Now this heart has got two sides, as we have put it, which is one of the mother and another of the father. Now the kind of a family you come from is very important. If you come from a disturbed family, then this center can be very disturbed. And where one person, say, is having insecurity. If you go deep down into the insecurity of the person, you find out there's something wrong with the parents, or something like that. Or maybe that his grandparents have done something to the child, that the child is insecure. It could be sometimes far-fetched, but most of the time, if you find out, it is the parental help is very much needed for a child. And that is what we do not understand, the importance that we must get the parents to understand that their responsibility is very great towards their children. When this center goes out, among women especially, it goes out very commonly. Very commonly, it goes out in women. And when it goes out, they become extremely insecure. And as a result of that, in the growth, you find they develop breast cancer and cancers of this kind. Because they are very vulnerable, and with the slightest triggering, they develop these diseases. So if one can study this center properly and give the security to the mother of the children, then this center can be completely cured, and you can have the complete benefit of having, as if you have had a very good parenthood. The higher than that is the center, which is the most important center, is called as the Vishuddhi center. This center is the one when we lifted our head up and we started thinking that we are something, we are human beings. We are no more animals, we are higher. At that time when we lifted the head, what happened? That the whole system of the brain changed and the flat brain started becoming like a prism. As a result of that, our attention has gone outside. And when our attention goes out, say my attention is on a particular thing, then what happens that a thought wave starts coming out of that. I start thinking about it. And when I start thinking about it, a certain type of a balloon grows within us, which we call as ego. So when we go into a mental activity, a ego starts developing within us. Now this ego is such a thing that you can't see. You can't feel it. Those people who have ego do not know they have ego. Actually, it has to be there. Because first we had only one side, the superego, the conditioning, complete conditioning in the whole of the brain. And then the ego has to develop to bring it to the center like this. But if it is in balance with the superego, with your conditioning, then it is perfectly all right. But if it is too much pressing that side, then it forms a barrier. Like the other day, there was a gentleman from the newspaper, he came to me, and he could not get his realization. And he said, why is it I am not getting it? I said, I know what the problem is, but I don't want to tell you, because if I told him you have ego, he would have it back. So you can't tell a person also that you have got ego. So this ego develops as a result of overactivity of mental projection. Like, I am doing it, what's wrong in it, why should I not do it, I am alone, I should do it. And the result of that, you know that today the society is gone into a very wrong type of development. People don't know how far you stand with another. There is no relationship between two persons. One cannot have the collectivity. One cannot know today the person is as a husband or a wife, tomorrow what is going to happen. Where do we stand with each other? We are absolutely on a shaky grounds because of this Mr. Ego. It has created a big barrier between ourselves and others. So we develop an I-ness, a kind of an egg-like existence, which is like a shell. It is like a thick shell upon us like an egg, and that's why the higher chakra, which is the chakra of Agya, which is the Agya chakra, which is, you can see here the mark is, behind that is that Agya chakra which develops. Now this center is the one that controls both ego and superego and tries to control it all the time. If you become too much egoistical, then this Agya doesn't allow you to sleep. You cannot sleep. It goes on working all the time. Then you take to some drinks or something, bring out your superego by which you push it down. So the whole thing is balanced, and again you can go off to sleep. But it is just a temporary thing. Tomorrow, then when you get up, there's a hangover, again your superego goes down, again Mr. Ego is back as it is, and you again behave in the same manner as you have been behaving. Then again in the evening you come back home, you feel absolutely frustrated with yourself, and then you want to go down again and bring the superego to work out, and you take something sedative to sleep out. Like that, the things go on. So the ego also generates a necessity for getting into habits which are antibody, which are anti our life, anti our, anti-God, I should say, anti our ascent. And that's what happens to us when we become very much ego-oriented. Now the ego-oriented people do not know that they harm others. But the superego people are all the time feeling the pain, they are very unhappy people, they always cry, they weep, and they are absolutely melancholy people. But the people who are egoistical, they try to oppress these people. And they try to oppress the whole surroundings that is there, like Hitler was. Hitler was the one who created ego into everyone and made them think that they are some superior race. And that superior race tried to oppress other people, and that's how the ego-oriented people tried to dominate and thought that they were doing all right things. And with that idea, they really created such a problem that they could kill thousands and thousands of people. Thousands and thousands, I should say, I don't know how many millions were killed altogether, but I was shocked when I went to that it is just like a cemetery. Even if you go to Russia, I've been to Russia, Russia is also another cemetery. Anywhere you go, you find so many thousands were killed here and buried. If you go to France, there so many were buried here. I went to a place called Melos, and they showed me a huge mountain there, just like a mountain. They said all underneath are all the dead bodies are buried. So imagine with ego what we can do, how we can be really be so much cruel with others. This is what happens to us. So to realize that we live with ego, we are carried away by ego, it is the ego that guides us, it's such a dangerous thing. It's a very cunning stuff also, because it will teach you how to be nice to others, how to be kind to others. If you are a businessman, the same ego will make you extremely modest and nice. If you are this, it will be like this. If you are a politician, it will give you another picture. But this ego never keeps you to yourself. And to know yourself, you have to somehow or other manage to get rid of the ego. Now, how do you get rid of the ego? If you start fighting with it, it sits on your head. Now, if you just run away from it, it runs after. How to get rid of the ego is the problem, and that's why this center is very important. This center has got only two petals. One side it manages the superego, another side it manages the ego. Now, how to enlighten this center, this work is by raising the kundalini. When the kundalini rises up to this, the deity here is our Lord Jesus Christ. And when that deity is awakened, what happens? That it sucks. See now, there it is placed. It sucks into itself these two pouches. And so there is a space created in between, and you start getting a realization. If these are not sucked in, it's impossible, because there is such a barrier that the kundalini cannot get out. But if this can be sucked, that's why it is called the gate, and that's why Christ is the gate. He is the path, he is the gate, but the destination is the kingdom of God. So you enter into the kingdom of God when it is sucked in, and your kundalini comes out of it, and you start feeling the cool breeze, like so many of you felt yesterday. But everybody need not feel it. It's not compulsory that you should feel it, nor one can guarantee that you can feel it. But with assiduity, with the patience of the people who know the job, it can be worked out, if not today, tomorrow. But the important thing is to know that we have to become ourselves. We have to be our spirit. If we are not our spirit, we may think whatever it like about ourselves. It is of no use, because it is not that you are talking. When you say, I love this, I like it, I want it, then which is this I? This is not your spirit. It is your ego or your conditioning, which is the superego. So to become the I, to become the spirit is the most important thing, because when you become the spirit, what happens? That this thing opens out. And here is the seat of the spirit. Here is the seat of the spirit. And the seat of the spirit gets enlightened. If the seat of the spirit is enlightened, then you start feeling the cool breeze in your hand. For the first time, you start feeling the existence of the spirit on your hands. First time you feel it on the nervous system, on the nervous system that is conscious nervous system. So it is not autonomic, but it is the central nervous system on which you start feeling the existence of the spirit. Now, this is something that people can't do. If you say, I can take out the cold breeze out of my head, you can. If somebody says that you can, if I give you something, you get a sensation, you start jumping, you start, some miracle happens, a diamond comes down, this is nothing, this is useless thing. This anybody can do. This is nothing so special. You can always dance, jump and buy diamonds in the market. But this is something living, which you cannot do. Like the transformation of a flower into a fruit, you become transformed. You become a new personality. You break the egg and you become the bird. This is called in Sanskrit language as Dvijaha, born again. We too use this word born again. But this word also is used, that a bird is also called a Dvijaha, born again. See the difference between an egg and a bird. And same thing happens to you, that you become the bird. When you become the bird, still something is sticking on to you of the egg, and the shell is still not fully broken. So you should see that the shell is broken, and you become a completely free bird to move out in the sky of the glory of God's grace. And this is a very important happening that has to take place. People used to get it, first of all, once or twice in the beginning. Say 16,000 years back, there was one fellow who got realization, they say. Then another 2, 3 got realization. Like evolution always works out that way. First one fish came out, then 2, 3 fishes came out of the water. Then the shoals of fishes crawled out. In the same way, today is the time where it has to happen en masse. Many people have to get this realization, and they have to become the spirit. Now, when you become the spirit, what happens to you? That I will tell you tomorrow in full way, whatever is possible in that short time, I'll be able to tell you. But if it does not happen, you have to know that there are barriers in you, and there are different barriers. The first barrier that comes to you, that your centers are not open, because of your extreme behavior, extreme thinking, extreme reading, believing into things without knowing. I believe in it because my heart said. Where is your heart? In the heart resides your spirit. And whatever your heart says has to be from that spirit. But that spirit is not there. Then how can you say, I believe into it because it is my heart has said it? As in science, you don't believe into anything. You say, all right, this is the hypothesis. All right, we keep our mind open. We'll work it out. We'll experiment. If it works out, then we are going to believe into it. In the same way, we should keep ourselves open. Nobody said that you believe into anything blindly. They said that Christ, for example, has said that you believe into him. That's all right. You believe that he existed and that he came on this earth. But people believe that they are chosen people already. They believe, some of them, that they are Christ. They believe that they have become God. This kind of a belief, if you have in your head, how to cure that kind of an absurd belief? All right, Christ was the one who was an incarnation. He was the Son of God. If you believe in it, it's good. Even if you don't believe it, it can be proved. Because when the Kundalini rises, if it is stopped here, then you have to take the name of Christ. Not you, but the one who is a realized soul. If he takes the name of the Christ, it can rise. Or you may have to say Lord's Prayer. If you say Lord's Prayer, it works out. You can see for yourself how it works out. And then you can prove it that yes, that is the fact. What Christ has said is the fact that he was the Son of God. Now the question is that if I say it is within you, the diamond is within you, and you cannot pay for it. Why should you ask a question that why should we do it? If you don't want to do it, nobody can force you. Actually, you have to ask for it. But if I say there's a diamond lying here, which is free for you, you will all rush and try to get it. In the same way, you must understand that diamond is in your heart. And you have to open out yourself and see that you get it. Not to put up a resistance because you believed into someone or something has happened. Keep your mind absolutely open and receive your realization. Once you receive your realization, you'll be amazed how it gradually grows within you and how you get experience of your growth. I have had very difficult people. Some who came to me were extremely difficult, full of ego, full of fighting spirit. They were very funny. But today they have turned out to be very great surgeons. They have become very great people. They have become extremely nice people. And they are the ones who are trying to share and to give. They are the people who have become like ideal people. You cannot think how beautiful they are. I mean, there was a bishop who came and stayed in my house, and when he saw something, he said, oh God, I've been talking about God, I've been preaching about God. These people are 1,000 times better than me. They are the people, they have no dual life, they have no attachments with things, they are so beautiful, they are sharing with everyone. And how have they become so good? I said, it is all within you. Within you is the spirit, and when the spirit is awakened, you just pick up. Overnight you drop out most of your habits. We had an alcoholic who came to my program, and he started shouting at me, "You get away," and this and that. And he said that, "I don't believe in you," all sorts of, because he was drunk. I said, "All right, you go home, come and see me tomorrow." I knew he was a seeker and he was drunk, so he came next day. You see, inside yoga you can't get angry with anyone because you know they are misguided people. You have to really not only forgive but love them and understand that there's something they are seeking but they have gone wrong. So one has to look after them as a mother. Now this fellow came next day, he got his realization. And if you see him now, you won't be able to make out. He was an engineer, electronic engineer. And now he has become such a great man. Everybody respects him, and he sometimes feels shy about it. I said, "You forget the past, you forget the past. It's over." So this is what it is. But then because they saw his life, how his life has changed, those his friends and all of them have come. So one has to understand that unless until you get your transformation, you don't believe in me also. There's no need to believe in me. What are you going to believe in me? I look just like you people. What's so special about me? Nothing so special. You don't have to just believe blindly to me. That's wrong. What you have to do is to keep yourself open absolutely, get your realization, and then try to understand me. Before that, I don't want to talk about myself. Whatever people may say, don't believe them either. You see, because what happens, Christ just said that I am the Son of God. He was Son of God, no doubt. That's the truth, and truth, nothing else. But still people crucified. They crucified him for that. So a person has to understand, I thought, that human beings are not capable of taking the truth. It's very difficult to tell them the truth. If you tell them, they will just start shouting at you or beating at you or doing something like that. So they are not yet ready to receive the truth. So first give them realization. First give them the light. Once they get the light, gradually they will start seeing that there's something happening within us, and then they will start listening to the truth. And one thing more is that if you have to know about the roots, then you have to become a subtler personality. Only talking about the roots, that this is Atma, this is spirit, this, is all talk. You have had so many talks. And if you are going to be satisfied with talks, you can go to many lectures from one to another. People would do like guru shopping. You see, they go to one guru, then to another guru, then to third guru. They go on moving from gurus to gurus to gurus and get nothing out. But what you have to do is to first see where you feel for the first time the all-pervading power, then you go deep into it. No use digging here, there. You will never reach to a well. But if you have dug somewhere where you have found the water, you stop there. You must learn to stop also. I have seen many people who are like in an inertia. They go on finding the guru and they go on chanting. And from one guru to another guru, they go on moving. And they don't want to stop it. At any cost, they don't want to stop it. Even if they are suffering, anything is happening, they just don't want to stop it. Or some of them get stuck to one person. That is also a wrong thing. You should not stuck to anyone, but you should stick to yourself. That what have you got? Have you got any powers? Do you understand anything? Do you feel others? Now you have seen all the Saj Yogis who have come here can feel your vibration. They can raise your pull. To look at, they might be like you, or maybe more, there might be more luster on their face, much more relaxed, but they can feel, they can give you realization. In the same way, you have to. You must know here we have got people from England. We had somebody from India yesterday. They have come all the way to Canada. And also, we have got people from Australia, from New York, from all over the places, from Boston. All of them have come here. Like when one finger is hurt, the whole body, the whole attention goes to that one finger. Now as I am here, they have all come down. They have come down to get the people to the reality. And this is what they are here for. Now it is for you to find out your reality and get to it. But you have to be little deep about it. It is not a shallow thing. It's not a shallow thing. It is not meant for shallow people. It's meant for people who have depth within themselves and who have an ardent desire to become the spirit. That's the only thing that is wanting. No money, nothing is needed for this. So today I have told you in brief about the different chakras, and the seventh chakra is the chakra of Sahasrara, we call it, where in the brain, in the limbic area, you have all the 7 centers placed there. And all these 7 centers, with the center here, is the center of the heart, actually of the heart. So you have 7 centers placed in your head in a line. So they are all integrated there. So once you cross this center, then you become completely integrated. There's no problem. Your body, your mind, your brain, your intelligence, everything acts together in complete concord. There is no struggle between it. Not only that, but you find the integration of all the religions, of all the great souls, of all the great scriptures. All of them is integrated at this point. And you start seeing the unity, real unity, not just a unity. Because I went to a church where they said there's a unity of it. I found they have unity of the devils, of the Satan, of everything. So without any discussion, they had put them. Out of those people they had, when I told them these are all devils, why are you putting their books here? I said, we must be considerate. We have to be good. Now all these devils, out of them, at least 50% have been exposed. Even Moon was there, everybody was there. I said, how will you discriminate between these people? You must discriminate. So they said, no, we should be kind even to devils. Now you do not have that much power to kind to devils, and better be not. You better be kind to good people and look after them. That is much better. Not to go so far with things. And this kind of also attitude towards wrong type of people is not very helpful. You have to stand up for the right, always for the righteousness, for the nobler things. You have to always stand up for that. If you do not stand up for that, then you are like a person who goes halfway this way and halfway that. You are sitting on the fence. You have to know that you have to be with the righteous, with the saintly, with God, and you are not to join hands with anti-God people. This is what I have to today request you, that today you keep your mind open. Those who got realization today will have a much deeper feeling, much deeper expression of what they got, and the others who have come today may also receive, all of them, their realization, I hope so. May God bless. Yesterday we had some questioning. We can also have today some, but not so many as yesterday. We spent quite a lot of time questioning and all that. So if about 10 minutes, if you want to ask any questions, I'll be good. But don't be aggressive with me for nothing at all. I've been speaking for the last, I think, how many months? 1.5 months continuously every day. So a little bit. Is it all right? It's better not to have any. No little stain, but it's all right, because this one is. Is it all right for you, Nick? All right. If you have any questions, please ask.
There's a question over here.
Please get up, please. We can't hear you.
She wants to know about insecurity.
Huh?
Insecurity?
Yes. What is it?
She just wants you to talk, let's say a little bit about it, where it comes from.
See, insecurity is come from various things. Insecurity comes from your conditioning and comes from your ego also sometimes. People who are very egoistical also are frightened. I've seen that. That people who become very egoistical ultimately get frightened because they think that as we have been oppressive of others, others may be oppressive of us. So they also get frightened. Such a fear exists in many countries. I have seen that people are so frightened. I know someone who lives in England and who was a very great operator in India, who really did lots of bad things to people. He really tried to harm many people. And now he is so much afraid of people that people will come and try to sort of harm him. And he is just hiding himself behind. It is like this. He is a terrorist. Supposing he is a terrorist or something, like a person who has acted as a great dictator or something. Then if he leaves his position or he is challenged, then he hides somewhere. because he's afraid he's done wrong. So he's afraid that they will attack him. This kind of insecurity also can be there. But mostly it comes from childhood, mostly I'm saying, that when the child doesn't get the mother when it needs. You say little child needs the mother. The present society is such that we don't give that love to our children which we should give. So the first thing is that the love should be given to children. So the security could be built up in the child. It's very important that we have to give them the security. And it also comes also from the schools, where the teachers are very harsh on children and try to torture them. Human beings are very delicate things, and they are to be handled very delicately and beautifully with love, and not to be tortured. This is the problem, is that when they are tortured too much, then they start feeling insecure within themselves, as if the whole world is going to torture them, and they get the manias from it. It can come from anyone. For example, a lady, if she thinks that her husband is a flirt, he's flirting with other women, she might develop a breast cancer. Normally, such women do develop breast cancers because their motherhood is challenged, and they feel absolutely funny about it, and they think that the husband is not paying attention to them, and they might get this trouble.
I came to know that we lectured here today around 5 o'clock in one of the families in the back. So I had a discussion with my wife that I wanted to go and enjoy there. She started crying and things like that. She said we already have a commitment to go to the party and things like that. How can we do that? So I let her go for an hour, and then around 6:45, I said, hey, I want you to go. She said, make sure by 8 o'clock, by 8 you should leave that place, and so that you can reach around 8:45 or 9. I don't know, I don't want to go.
We'll be there later on. Sit down. This is the most important thing you have to do. You must understand. She doesn't have proper value system. What is the most important thing is to get something which you have been waiting for ages. It's the most important time. We must understand the importance of it. Now these people have come all the way, sacrificing their jobs, their time, all the way from Australia, imagine, and all these places, they have come down here. And while they have come here, I am here only for 3 days, and people don't have time to come 3 nights, means what? Isn't it? And the whole of Vancouver, see how few people have come. And then when I'll come next time, they said, we did not know you had come, mother. Now what are we to do? We have tried our level best to do whatever is possible. That was the journalist sitting there who went out. I think so. That's the same thing. I didn't know. All right? So you must understand your priorities. You see, I am also a very happily married woman, and I'm in life, I'm very, very well looked after, in the sense I have a very nice house and family, and everyone in my family wants me, but they understand the importance of this work, and I've been now traveling for months like this, and they understand that I'm doing a good work. They have allowed me to travel. So in the same way, everybody must understand, isn't it? Important it is. And for a housewife to go about like this is too much. But still, my husband has agreed. He says, all right, you go and do all this work is important. Not only, but he pays for my travels and so many things. So it depends on how much people understand the value of this work. Is it over now? All right. Now I would request you to take out your shoes. That is important because this Mother Earth is going to help us. Just take out your shoes.
We have to have to do the meditation in the meantime. That's the most important thing.
And it's already very good. And now you have to sit very comfortably with both the hands towards me. It would be better if you take out your coats also, because coats little bit make you heavy. It's better to take out, it's not very cold inside. Now both the hands should be put like this on your laps, just like that. Now what we have to do is to raise our left side. Today, left side, we will try to raise it. And you will be surprised that with that only we can work out our realization. Because it is spontaneous, as I said, it's a very spontaneous happening. Automatically it can work out. But people have problems. They have problems on different centers. So we have tried to reduce the pressures on these centers. And if we can do it, we can work it out very well. Now, this left hand should be on your lap, as it is. All right? And with the right hand, you have whatever I say, you have to do it. It's very simple. It is first you have to put it on your heart, then on your stomach on the left hand side. Keep this hand still. And then down below here. Then again you have to go back and put it back here, back there, and you have to go back here. These are all the centers. And then you have to come back here and on top of your head like this. It's very simple, but I will tell you one after another. You won't have to remember all that. I'll tell you one by one. But I told you because yesterday people got confused with the left and the right. So the left hand has to be steady, like this, straight on your lap, straight. Now only right hand you have to use. Keep your eyes shut. Please don't open your eyes. If you open your eyes, it's rather difficult, which you will know why. Because there is something happens behind the eyes when the Agya Chakra opens, and if there is light, then there is no balance. So please try to keep your eyes shut. That will help a lot. Please keep your eyes shut. Also, if you want, you can take out your spectacles. It helps your eyesight also. There's no harm in taking out your spectacles. It does help your eyes.
Do you mind doing it over again to show us? Because when our eyes are closed, we
No, you see, if your eyes are open, then what happens? The Agya Chakra has only one sided opening. See? And to keep it open, you have to keep it shut. Otherwise, the Kundalini doesn't rise. You don't have to worry. That I will tell you, it's very simple. Just close your eyes. There's nothing to worry. All right, close your eyes. Just close your eyes. It will work. Just don't worry. It's a very simple thing. It's a child's play. Just a child. Only keep your eyes shut. That's very important. Don't open your eyes. That's all. You have to keep your eyes shut all the time. That will help you a lot, and your Kundalini will come up very well. Because the light that passes through your eyes should be minimum at this time, as much as is available to the closed eyes is all right, because that has to be balanced. All right? Just keep your eyes shut. It's nothing, nobody is going to touch you, nobody is going to do anything. So just don't be afraid, relax and close your eyes. Now, put your right hand on your heart, on the left hand side everywhere. Keep your eyes shut, stay very long. Keep your eyes shut, it will help you. Now with full sincerity, you have to ask a question within your heart. Look into your heart. Pay attention into your heart and ask a question. Very simple question. You can call me Shri Mataji or Mother, whichever you like. Mother, am I the spirit? Ask the question. Mother, am I the spirit? 3 times you ask me this question. Mother, am I the spirit? Now put your right hand on your stomach, left hand as it is, on the left hand side, and press it hard. At this point, this center, you have to say, because you are the spirit, Mother, am I my own master? But if you have confidence in me, you can say, Mother, I am my own master, I am my own guru, I am my own guide. Please say that. That will help you to get out of all the problems of using others as guru. You have to become the guru. Just say, Mother, I am my own guru. I am my own master. You have to say that 10 times. Say it with full confidence. And don't feel guilty about it when you say that. Please don't feel guilty. You are your own guru. Without any conflict. Just say, Mother, I am my own guru. Now put this hand little lower. And here you say, Mother, make me the expert of the divine technique. Please make me the expert of all the divine technique. Please say it 6 times. Now again raise your hand on your heart. At the heart point you again say, with full confidence, you have to say now, Mother, I am the spirit. You don't have to ask me questions. Please say it 12 times. Mother, I am the spirit. With full confidence. You are the spirit. Now as the spirit cannot have any guilt, that's a past thing, forget the past. Say it 12 times, Mother, I am the spirit. You cannot have any guilt. Now put this right hand on the neck, the base of the neck and the shoulder, on the left hand side from front. Hold it tight. And here you say, Mother, I am not guilty. Please say that again and again. Whatever you have done, you forget. Take the hand from front so that you won't feel the strain of the hand. Take it from the front, please. Not from the back side, but from the front side. Take the hand to the left hand side. And say 16 times, Mother, I am not guilty. For anything. Just don't start counting. Turn your head more towards the right and say, Mother, I am not guilty. Say it 16 times, because the spirit cannot be guilty. Forget the past, forget the past, forget the past. You have to respect yourself, because you are the temple of God, and if the light of the temple has to come, you must know how to respect the temple. So don't feel guilty at all, please. Now, you raise this right hand across your forehead, just like this. Just across your forehead, whole hand, put it down. On your forehead, put the hand on your forehead, across your forehead. And here you say, Mother, I forgive everyone, because Spirit is forgiveness, is the source of all the forgiveness. You have to forgive everyone. I forgive everyone. Say with sincere heart. It's very easy to say, but when we say we don't forgive, we don't do anything. It is a myth. We live with the myth and make ourselves miserable. So just say, Mother, I forgive everyone. It's very important. Now put this hand at the back of your head and hold your back of your head tight. And say, without feeling guilty. 10 times I say, without feeling guilty. 100 times I say, without feeling guilty. You have to say that if I made any mistakes, please forgive me, my Lord. Without feeling guilty, you have to say that. If I have done any mistakes, please forgive me. But don't feel guilty. Hold your head tightly into your hands. Without feeling guilty, you have to say it. Don't feel guilty. Please don't feel guilty and say that. Now raise your hand on top of your head. Put it on top and press it hard with your palm and move it clockwise manner. But while doing that, I have to tell you that I cannot cross your freedom. You have to ask, you have to say that you want your realization. I cannot force on you because you have to get the ultimate freedom. So your freedom is respected. You have to say, Mother, please give me my realization. Put your hand, put it clockwise, clockwise. Press it hard, press it hard. Put your hand, press it hard. The whole hand, open it out. Open your hand, put it, the whole hand on top of your head, your palm. And the palm, you just go on pressing and 7 times and say that, Mother, I want my realization. Now you put your right hand on your lap and don't open your eyes, both the hands. Both the hands on your lap. Now please keep your both the hands on your lap and don't open your eyes. Just don't open your eyes. See if you start feeling anything in your hands. Just keep your eyes shut. Now raise your left hand on your head. Just, I see for yourself. Right hand on your lap. Right hand on your lap. And left hand on top of your head. And see if you are feeling the cool breeze coming out of your head. Raise it high. Little higher than your head. About 5 inches higher than your head. And see for yourself if you are feeling the cool breeze on your head. Now you change it. Put your right hand down and put your left hand up and see. One hand down. Not both the hands up, but one hand down. Right hand down on your lap. And see if there's a cool breeze coming. Again change over and see for yourself. Are you feeling the cool breeze on top of your head? Change your hand again and see if you are feeling. Put your right hand towards. Now those who are not feeling, even now on the right hand, can say, Mother, please be in my brain, because this is the brain is going against. Just say, Mother, please be in my brain. Put your right hand towards me and left hand on top of your head. And say it 7 times, Mother, please be in my brain. Because mind is shifty and it's going from here and there. So please see that you get your realization. Say it 7 times and see for yourself. Now you can open your eyes and I will tell you how to raise your Kundalini. It's very simple, it is. You put your left hand before your Kundalini like this while sitting. Left hand. Put it like this and the right hand has to move like this round. Up, forward, downward, backward. Now what you do is start moving like this. Put the left hand up there, go up, up, up. Now loosen your shoulders. Put your head back and give it a twist and give it a nod. Again, we have to do 3 times. Wash the left hand and now loosen your arms. Give it another twist and tie it. Give it a knot. Now, 3rd time you have to do 3 knots. Let's do it again. One, 2, 3. Now see in your hands, are you feeling it? Just keep your hand. if you are feeling the cool breeze in the hand? Are you? No. You can put up your hands for yourself. Now put up your hands like this, all of you. And just ask a question in yourself. Is this the breeze of the Holy Ghost? Just put your hands and ask the question. Is this the breeze of the Holy Ghost? Ask 3 times. Now bring it down and see for yourself. It's complete silence within yourself, if you see. There's no thought and a complete silence. Most of you have got it. Those who have not felt the cool breeze on the head or in the hand, raise your hand. Those who have not felt at all. Everyone has felt it. You all have got self-realization. You have all become saints now. You are prophets. And you have powers to make others prophets. You have to just learn how to do it. You got it. All of you have got it now. Nothing to worry. Such nice people have come. I am very much fortunate to see you all here. May God bless you. Tomorrow I am going to come here again and I will tell you about what is to be done after the realization, how to work it out. And day after tomorrow we are having a kind of a cleansing in a big way, for which I will tell you if you all can come and see me in the place where we are, because it's not a very big place, it's a small place and I don't know if you can do it, but if we can manage we should do it.
What time?
May God bless you. Now don't talk to each other. Don't think of it. Just as happened to you, you cannot discuss it or argue. Go home, be silent, have your food and sleep on. And come tomorrow again, I'll establish it. May God bless you. Now you can give them books if you have for today. But if you read the books again, your mind will start working. Give them day after tomorrow. So what happened? You saw him?
Yes, Mother. Excellent.
Wonderful.
So cool.
So cool, absolutely. Tremendous.
Like all the beauty, so strong.
So strong. So strong.